Persona 4 Arena Ultimax releases on Switch, PS4 and Steam in March, and I've decided I wanted to make a video on it while we wait for its release. I kinda wanted to talk about it since it got announced at the Game Awards last month, however any idea I had for a video didn't go so well. But I suddenly got the idea and I thought, why not rank all of the characters' insta-kills within the game? For this list's sake, I'll be ranking all attacks from their visual presentation and how well they fit a fatal attack. So without further ado, let's start. So for the worst insta-kill in my opinion, at rank 21, it goes to Naoto. She places targets across the screen, and if you're hit by one, the attack connects and it initiates a cutscene of Naoto aiming her gun towards the opponent and then firing it to end the move. Unlike the others that I'll mention later, there isn't much going on in terms of visual effects, on top of the fact that it's pretty mediocre for a finishing blow. Up next at rank 20, we have Yukiko. Her persona hits the opponent and then explodes into a cherry blossom rain. I like Cherry Blossom, but that's kinda all this insta-kill has going for it. It's just way too short and anticlimactic. At rank 19, we have Rise. Her persona uses some kind of musical attack on the opponent, which initiates the insta-kill. She then traps opponents near 5 speakers while playing a loud sound, which causes audio waves to bombard the opponent. Slightly better than Naoto and Yukiko's in terms of presentation, and it fits Rise's character, however it is a little bit lacking. At rank 18, we have Ken and Koromaru. Koromaru launches himself into the opponent, which sends the opponent upwards. Then both of them use their personas to use Hama and Mudo skills respectively, which combines into an ultra insta-kill. It's smart that they use 2 actual insta-kill skills from the game, and the animation is a little cool. At rank 17, we have Marie. She transforms into Kasumi no Okami and then traps the opponent in a Magatama. She then charges up electricity and electrocutes them. I like the callback to Golden with her transformation, but other than that, it's nothing special. At rank 16, we have Aigis. She shoots bullets into the opponent from the air, and then is followed up by Athena's spear being impaled into the opponent. It's then finished off with a huge blast from Palladian. This one's actually pretty cool because they use a new version of Palladian with the huge blast. At rank 15, we have Yukari. She shoots an arrow into the sky, which if it hits the opponent, she will summon her persona and use a big wind attack to trap her opponent in. She then shoots another arrow from above which impales the opponent. It's kinda similar to Aigis's, although I prefer this one because the arrow shot feels more clean and impactful. At rank 14, we have Mitsuru. She summons her persona and propels the opponent into the air, which is then met with them getting barraged in ice. Mitsuru then thrusts her sword into the ice, shattering it, ending the match. It's short and simple, but the real tip of the iceberg is definitely the one tap with the ice shattering. It's very satisfying. At rank 13, we have Kanji. He grabs the opponent and sends them into the air, which is followed up by his persona using his lightning bolt on them. His persona then lands onto the ground and fist bumps Kanji while the opponent is in between it. The fist bump gives this one a lot of extra points. It's a cool and funny way to end an insta-kill. At rank 12, we have Yosuke. He uses his persona's wind abilities to catch the opponent. It's then followed up by a flurry of attacks by Yosuke. Then his persona finishes it off by throwing out his shurikens. I really do like how flashy the move is, and the ending part just being the cherry on top. At rank 11, we have Akihiko. He summons his persona and shrinks them down onto the earth that it holds. Akihiko then falls down to the earth while his fist is out, punching the opponent against it, which causes it to explode. This one's probably the most bizarre insta-kills out of the entire list because Akihiko literally blows up the earth with his fist. Definitely fitting of a final blow. At rank 10, we have Labris. She uses her persona to strike the opponent using Weaver's Art. She then flings her Labris into the opponent while shooting her arm out to retrieve it again. She then does a flurry of attacks which progressively gets faster, which makes the opponent unconscious. She then ends it with one fatal swing from above, which causes the shatter effect and the TV to go static. I like this one a lot. It really showed how violent it was. At rank 9, we have Margaret. She uses tarot cards that attack the opponent. She then teleports and uses Morningstar and strikes it down onto the opponent. It slightly calls back to the Margaret fight in P4, except this time it's Morningstar instead of Megidolon. It's a cool twist. At rank 8, we have Elizabeth. She creates a circle of tarot cards and if hit, her insta-kill will initiate. She then uses another set of tarot cards and uses them to attack the opponent directly, which is then met with her summoning her persona and using her almighty Megidolon. A direct callback to P3, and the reason why I prefer this one to Margaret's is because the P3 health bar actually appears when it hits the opponent. At rank 7 we have Teddy. He throws the opponent into his persona along with a bomb. He then launches it into the air while saluting. The opponent is then blown up, followed by a fireworks show. I find this one more humorous than cool, mainly because of the fireworks at the end. At rank 6 we have Junpei. He crouches down while his persona launches towards the opponent. It then takes them into orbit before launching them all the way back down to Earth again. Just before they can reach the ground again, Junpei whacks them with his bat, which sends the opponent flying. This one is way too over the top and I find it pretty funny. Now we're on to the top 5, and at rank 5 we have Chie. She uses her persona to catch the opponent in a whirlpool, which then launches them into the air. She then powers up before the opponent is set back down, but before they can hit the ground, she finishes it off with her signature galactic punt. I think this is a really smart reuse of an existing skill in P4, and it's very satisfying too. Then at rank 4 we have Shadow Labrys. She absorbs some sort of shadow energy and then grabs the opponent and sticks them into the ground. It then cuts to a shot of a labyrinth where her persona slowly climbs up to crush the opponent in its fist. It then pans out of the labyrinth with the gates shutting. This one's far better than regular Labrys's in my opinion, although shorter, it's much more creative. At rank 3 is Yu. He points his sword into the air while a tarot card falls from above. He then strikes his sword downwards into the card, making electricity go everywhere. Izanagi appears and then transforms into Izanagi no Okami, and then uses Myriad Truths, which strikes down onto the opponent. While it seems like it's on the same level as Aegis's, I have some kind of bias here because I really like the Izanagis, plus I like the activation animation, and much like Chie's, I think this is a really smart reuse of an already existing skill. At rank 2 is Minazuki. He stabs his blades into the ground and then releases a huge darkness attack with the help of his persona. The screen then becomes completely covered in darkness while the opponent is slowly falling down with a full red effect over their sprite. His persona then slices the opponent while cracking the screen, which then shatters the all black background. The start of this move is very weak, almost similar to Yukiko's, however the ending carries it all the way to the second spot. It's super cool. And finally, the best insta-kill in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax in my opinion goes to Adachi. He holds his head in pain while a void appears, stunning the opponent until they are dragged down by Magatsu Izanagi. A portrait of Adachi then appears, accompanied by some voice lines. Then the opponent lands into Magatsu Inaba, where they are surrounded by shadows. Then Magatsu Izanagi fades in while the entire screen shakes and proceeds to cut the opponent in half. But just before he can do so, the TV turns to static. This one is easily the best insta-kill in the game. It really gives off Adachi's antagonist vibe well, is really badass, and with that perfect cutaway quite literally into the static, it's perfect. So that was my ranking for all insta-kills in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I don't really dislike any of these, they all have their own charm, so ranking them was a bit difficult. But if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below about your favourite insta-kill in this game and why. Anyway, that's all for me, I'll see you guys in the next video.